You're watching Channel 7, South Florida's news station. Annie Daniels, Joan Lovett. This is 7:30.
If you see another gadget or widget on your TV or stereo, will it be too soon? Do you have too much stuff in your life trying to make it easy, run almost too smoothly? Techno pleasures, making everyday life in the 90s a breeze.
Well, not exactly too smoothly, but there's a lot more from where that came from. Tonight's cover story.
But first, topping 7:30 News, Pensacola. The man who allegedly shot and killed a doctor outside an abortion clinic yesterday is asking if he can use the Bible as a legal document in his case. This is the man who claims abortion is murder, joining a protest with a dozen other people yesterday. His group, Rescue America, condemns the killing but stands by the cause.
The Rescue America representative said in USA Today in the first page, it is unfortunate, but over 12 babies would have died if the doctor had not been shot.
When the doctor stepped out of his car, cops say the protester walked up and shot him straight through the chest. Missouri, some Christian Science parents who prayed for their son's recovery instead of getting him medical help may face murder charges. Doctors say the boy slipped into a diabetic coma that could have been easily treated with insulin, but he died as his parents prayed next to him.
Sunrise, a man murders his pregnant wife, then commits suicide, and a 911 operator gets the whole thing on tape. The woman called for help, frantically screaming that her husband had a gun on her. Cops say the guy shot her to death, then turned the gun on himself. The woman's mother says the newlyweds had been fighting. We'll get those tapes to you just as soon as we get them.
Near Waco, no motherly advice here. David Koresh's mother tried to pay him a visit at the compound, but the feds held her back. Instead, her lawyer tried talking to Koresh through the media.
You fellas can help if you can get the message that he needs to contact the FBI. They haven't been in contact with him since Tuesday, and ask to see his mother and me.
Koresh says he still has 107 followers in the compound with him, about half of them women and children.
Washington, it's a wrap. Janet Reno's about to be sworn in as the first female attorney general. She was confirmed by the U.S. Senate today. It was unanimous, 98-0. As Senator Biden put it, I would submit that President Clinton, albeit not the first time at bat, has hit a home run. Albeit.
New York, 3 people shot to death near Central Park. The 2 women and a man were found bound and gagged in a 5th-floor apartment. They had been shot execution style. Colorado, a family of 4 dies of carbon monoxide poisoning inside their house. 2 boys survived. They're in critical. Cops caught on that something was wrong when one of the victims' medical alert devices went off. Don't know what caused the gas leak.
Atlanta, nearly 200 firefighters on the scene of a plant fire at a GM plant. So far, no injuries. It broke out where they recycle plastics. Don't know the cause. Floyd County, Kentucky, where a good old boy found a mouse in his beer. Not before he drank at least some of the beer. He sued Anheuser-Busch for $4,000, contending he can never drink beer again because it makes him sick just thinking about it. The jury apparently couldn't relate. They voted for the beer company.
Cleveland, a school bus smashes into a tractor-trailer on a snowy highway. 38 students were injured. The driver of a car lost control and hit the truck, forcing that into the bus. Talk about hanging by a thread. The rear bumper of the bus hooked onto the guardrail, barely keeping the bus from rolling down a steep embankment.
Southern Cal, a guy shoots a cop and leads police on an hour highway chase while a photog in a chopper catches the whole thing on video. Speeds reached up to 80 miles an hour. Cops finally caught up when the guy hit a dead end. The cop is in fair condition.
Near Haiti, a ferry boat starts taking on water. 100 people are rescued. Another ferry, the Neptune, went down in the same area last month. Hundreds of Haitians drowned, one of the worst ever disasters on the water. This time, everyone got off safely.
East Berlin, a hand grenade explodes, hitting a car, that is, and sending the driver into shock. Police don't know whether someone threw the thing on purpose or whether it somehow went off accidentally. Could have been something left over from the Russian army. Apparently, there's a lot of that stuff lying around the city.
San Jose, the standoff at the Nicaraguan embassy may be nearing an end. The gunmen inside have released 2 hostages. It's the first move they've made since they stormed the place on Monday. They are still holding 18 other people, including Nicaragua's ambassador. Cairo, a funeral for 4 Egyptian cops turns into a holy riot. They were gunned down in a battle with Muslim extremists. Mourners started shouting no to terrorism and no to jihad. Cops are cracking down. The jihad has virtually shut down the entire tourist trade.
North Carolina, big forest fires keeping firefighters busy. 2,000 acres destroyed so far across the state. Not sure what's causing the fires, but windy weather is making them worse. Grand Rapids, Michigan, where they discovered buried treasure today. Almost $12,000 in cash, apparently buried by an elderly recluse who didn't like banks. It was wet, it was moldy, but I assume it is spendable. Don't know if the guy had a will.
New Hampshire, they've moved Pamela Smart to a high-security prison somewhere. You remember the high school teacher who had her student lover kill her husband? The prison won't say why they moved her, except that it was for security reasons. Was she planning a break, threatening people? No word. But her in-laws say she had it real easy at the first prison.
Austria, a farmer suddenly wakes up after 6 years in a coma. He fell off a silo in '87. Since then, he's been unconscious. But now he's eating, drinking, and talking. They say he'll still be disabled and blind, but it's incredible anyway.
Southern Cal, honesty has paid. Remember the down-on-their-luck couple, unemployed, broke, who found a tourist's wallet full of cash and gave it back? Well, they're not down on their luck anymore. They're living in a rent-free apartment. Someone gave them furniture. They have job offers galore. Everybody wants their autograph. All this because they did the right thing instead of the inspected thing.
I'm more than astonished.
Yeah.
So that's putting it mildly.
Yeah, that is putting it mildly.
I can't believe that this is all happening. I keep thinking it's going to stop, and no, I walked through the mall and some lady come and hug me. And then we went to a place, and they recognized us, and another lady asked me for my autograph, so we both had to sign autographs.
Yeah.
Life in the 90s. In your home, where gizmos and gadgets are making your life a whole lot easier. New computer programs, new phone hookups, even new toys, all designed to make your life more enjoyable. You can even bridge the language barrier.
You can push a button and you can talk in any one of 9 languages. They can push a button and hear it in one of 9 languages.
It's called Techno Pleasure, and it's tonight's cover story.
And Gonzo Journalism, a new book, tells all about that wild and wacky guy, Hunter Thompson.
And Hillary Rodham Clinton carving her niche in the White House and ticking off a whole bunch of non-believers. Takes a lot of guts. That's why she's our person for a change of the day.
You're watching Channel 7 News at 7:30 with Penny Daniels and Joan Lovett.
Channel 7 News brought to you in part by your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
All across the country, excitement is growing for one of the biggest automotive events of the year, the National Eagle Sale at your Jeep and Eagle dealer, where you can lease or buy the all-new award-winning Eagle Vision. Get cashback savings when you lease or buy sporty Eagle Talent. And find great values on Eagle Summits. From LA to New York, it's the most exciting automotive event of the year. But you'd better hurry in, because a sale this exciting won't last long.
See your Florida Jeep and Eagle dealer.
Here you go.
Right now, buy a McDonald's extra value meal and get an NBA fantasy pack free. Or pick one up for only 59 cents with any other purchase. Win NBA fantasy prizes like ball person for a day at next year's All-Star game.
Here you go. Thanks, Bill. Anytime, Michael.
Time out for something deliciously different. Sink your teeth into a McJordan burger, a delicious quarter-pound cheeseburger with barbecue sauce, bacon, and slivered onions. Team it up with large fries and a soft drink in a 21-ounce cup. The McJordan meal combo, just $2.99 plus tax. It's a great deal.
The high cost of health care? Everyone has a part in keeping it down. So we took what you like about Walmart and what you want in a pharmacy and put it right inside your Walmart store. The result?
Walmart's pharmacy department.
With professional service and the low price on every prescription.
So next time, bring it here.
Or ask your doctor to call.
Walmart's pharmacy department, your full-service pharmacy, right inside Walmart. Always the low price, always.
Tonight, Homer is elected union boss.
Hey, what did the job pay? Nothing, unless you cook it. Woo-hoo!
And all new Simpsons. Then, can Martin handle seeing Gina with another man?
I'm cool.
On Martin. And it's the Homeboys used car sale.
He's slashing prices in half.
In Living Color, the first season. Then mild-mannered Eddie becomes a party animal.
This beer tastes good. What's this called?
Bubble bath.
And all new Down the Shore. It all happens tonight on Fox.
7:30 people go to court. Kim and Richard, Katie and Martina, David and Madonna. Okay, he's a cult leader, says he's Jesus, and is waiting for a teleconference with God. And now we learn David Koresh loves Madonna. Koresh is reportedly obsessed with her and believes God put her on earth just for him. Maybe we can negotiate.
Called suspension of disbelief.
Sharon Stone sold to the highest bidder. Sharon boosted a charity auction telling bidders buy the car and take her for a ride. Well, that put bidding into high gear, up to $180,000. The guy who paid it says he's planning a real long drive with Sharon.
Just a smile.
Katie Lang couldn't come out of the closet soon enough for British rags. The tabloids already have her and Martina Navratilova as an item. Guess royal gossip is slow right now.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 15.
Welcome to Sequel City, home of Deja Vu. It's where Arnold Schwarzenegger's milking the Terminator storyline, making another 4 flicks. Maybe he can terminate Rambo.
Time to turn in.
There's a slicker sequel, too. Billy Crystal and friends are back for a new midlife crisis. Don't know if it'll be a Western. And back from Boot Hill will be Jack Palance, or is it Palance, even though he died in the first movie.
Hey, Mike, what do you say we see a movie?
And watch out for the son of sequels. It's official. John Travolta's making yet another Look Who's Talking. But 7:30 tipped you off weeks ago. By this movie, the kid should not only be talking, he should be reciting Shakespeare. With a marketing savvy even Madonna would admire, Jessica Hahn is back and sticking with what works. Lots of T&A. Jessica's starring in her own Playboy video, which means these are the tamer parts. Well, is she a defendant or a guest? The court's fawning all over Kim Basinger in California, letting her ban photographers cover court windows, even letting Kim use the judge's private entrance. She's getting sued for backing out of a movie deal. With all the problems at NBC News, Tom Brokaw just might be interested in government work. Rumor has it the White House wants Tom to head up the U.S. Park Service, but he's hedging.
And he ordered the code red.
Winner of the NATO award, Tom Cruise. Okay, it ain't an Oscar, but Tom got a military honor for his part in A Few Good Men. Not tonight, dear. I've had a hard day acting. That was the problem for Richard Gere during filming of Summersby. After a day of film sex scenes with Jodie Foster, Richard says he had trouble making love to wife Cindy Crawford. Maybe he needs a stand-in in bed. Finally, not just a movie you can take your kids to, a movie you should take them to. Disney's A Far Off Place takes you to Africa so you can discover it through the eyes of children. It opens tomorrow.
Hunter S. Thompson, gonzo journalist, drug user, notorious womanizer, and now the subject of a new biography, Hunter, The Strange and Savage Life of Hunter S. Thompson. Its author, E. Jean Carroll, lived, ate, drank, and broke the law with Thompson as part of her research for the book, which she's hoping to bring to the big screen. Her first choice to portray Thompson?
Jack Nicholson. No doubt of it.
We'll see.
7:30 Movie Guide, Amos and Andrew, a comedy about racism. Samuel L. Jackson plays Andrew Sterling, a Pulitzer Prize-winning African-American author who buys a summer house on an all-white island. Neighbors see him in the house, assume he's a burglar, and call the cops. Dabney Coleman stars as the police chief running for office. Nicolas Cage plays Amos, a 2-bit criminal who's framed by the chief to cover up the bungled response by the cops. All he has to do is break into Sterling's house, take the playwright hostage, and then give up. Though he's not real educated, he realizes the cops aren't going to live up to their end of the bargain. All the while, the well-meaning neighbors, the cops, and Sterling explore their prejudices thanks to Amos. Amos and Andrew is rated PG-13. There's lots of violence and sexual innuendo, rough language too, but critics say the message is a good one for kids.
Well, you didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. Nobody did, as far as we know. But she might be the clear winner from November's elections. Hillary Clinton, 7:30's very powerful person of the day. And how exciting. Tonight, 7:30's person is actually a person, not a dog or a cat or a moon or a, well, you get the idea.
Meet Hillary Clinton, 42nd president of the U.S. Or is that her husband, Bill? Sometimes it's tough to tell. Hillary's a big shot, advising the president and sitting in on cabinet meetings. She even has an office in the West Wing of the White House, where the president has his. Now Hillary's boss of the President's Commission on Health Care. It's her job to come up with a new national health plan. Some say it's too much power, at least for someone with no official job. Better not let Hillary hear that.
It is only 2 months into the Clinton administration, probably too early to tell if Hillary will run for re-election.
Still ahead, if you can't work your VCR now, you are in big trouble in the future. We'll check out gadgets and gizmos George Jetson could only dream of. Tonight's cover story.
Bill knows how to blow, so does Dave. Sax appeal. Seems more and more people are blowing their horns.
You ran out of gas. You locked your keys in your car. You locked your dog in your car. You locked your keys and your dog in the car.
Introducing the new Geo Prism with 24-hour roadside assistance on a car so well engineered you may never need it.
You got lost and needed directions.
So get to know the newest Geo Prism at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
And it's raining.
For years now, we've been trying to get folks to look for our grown in Idaho seal to certify they're getting great quality potatoes. And we've had some suggestions, like this, or this, or for heaven's sakes, even this.
Hey-ho, I'm from Idaho.
But I think we ought to stick to growing potatoes and leave looking for the seal up to you. Just keep an eye peeled, it's on every bag. And remember, if it's not from Idaho, it's just a spud.
Florida's had furniture stores forever, yet amazingly, a new furniture store comes along and blows the others away. Why? Because we're giving you what you want. Beautiful furniture, great prices, immediate delivery. No fake sales, no phony discounts, no broken promises. Just the lowest prices on any item, any day. That's why everyone's talking about Rooms to Go, why everyone's shopping Rooms to Go. Kind of makes you wonder how you ever got along without us.
Simply irresistible.
Toyota Corolla's affordable, and it's been a benchmark in America for 25 years.
Simply irresistible.
Your Toyota dealer invites you to step up to a whole new level of Corolla. New levels of room safety performance. Corolla, with definite family influences from Camry and Lexus. Plus an incredible Corolla lease deal of only $179 a month, including all these features. Toyota's Simply Irresistible sales event on now.
Americans, working more hours than ever, don't you know, are constantly looking for shortcuts that'll increase time and new leisure activities to stimulate the mind. It is the era of techno-pleasure, and it's tonight's cover story.
Those gadgets that make life so much easier may soon be more than movie magic. Scientists and techno-wizards are hard at work creating time-saving machines that'll save you time. No fancy robotics here. These gadgets come attached to your computer, your phone, even your TV. Making everyday chores more fun and mundane methods obsolete. Even unnecessary time wasted in traffic will no longer play into your day.
This is a Blackpunk Travel Pilot, which is a navigation system. It has a map that goes anywhere from 30 miles all the way down to an eighth of a mile detail.
Scope out a shortcut or just figure out where you are. All done with the touch of a button.
If I want to go to a stored location, I would just pull it out of the menu, hit stored location, choose one, and it'll show me where I'm going. I'll just drive to it.
Want to take it a step further, like Paris or, say, St. Petersburg, Russia? That is, book a flight, make reservations. All you got to do is pick up the phone.
A phone company will be connecting worldwide. It will not be strictly local.
Worried about a little language barrier? No problem.
You can push a button and you can talk in any one of 9 languages. They can push a button and hear it in one of 9 languages. If I want to speak in English, I want them to hear me in Russian. They'll push the Russian button. I'll push the English button.
Anything you want, just press the get key. Think we're just dreaming about fantasy land? Not anymore.
You use your phone line, you'll be able to plug it into a box on your television set. It's essentially an infinite channel or warehouse. It'll be like a large VCR. The information could be switched, so you could call up and request a particular element.
Like grocery shopping, for instance. Who's got time to go out and do that anymore?
The far end of the spectrum, a scan phone, a telephone that allows shopping, transactions, home management services.
Never knew those barcodes could come in so handy. But if taking care of the family chores still wears you out, sit back and enjoy a little high-tech entertainment.
Next time, shoot sooner.
Pinball's passé, but holograms are hot. Pretty soon, you video freaks will be able to battle Darth Vader right in the comfort of your own living room.
Tomorrow, we'll give you a preview of new technology for the tube, and we're going to show you how your TV may be your best bet for winning the dating game. Cool.
There's Parker, Coltrane, and Sanborn, and Kenny G. But perhaps no one has done more for the sax than William Jefferson Clinton, president by day, tenor by night. When Governor Bill Clinton donned his shades and picked up his axe and jammed with the Arsenio Band, his lock on the presidency was practically secured. What he did for the Democrats was inspiring. What he did for the sax was even more promising.
The average man on the street finds out that I play saxophone, immediately thinks that I know Bill Clinton, automatically. Oh, you play the saxophone. You must know the president. The Bill Clinton Al Gore tour bus, this was the actual size, life size, very cramped quarters.
Dave Koz can brag about rubbing elbows with the prez. He and a group of top-notch sax players showcased for the Clintons the week of his inauguration.
Now, with Clinton in the White House, I mean, you can't help but assume that it's going to do a lot for the saxophone business.
It already has. At the sax shop in North Hollywood, sax doctor Reuben Allen has already noticed an increase in sales.
Well, I've noticed the increase is in people calling and asking about the saxophone.
Veteran sax player Nino Tempo thinks hipness has always played a part in the popularity of wind instruments.
I wanted to play clarinet because Benny Goodman was my hero. Well, these kids probably want to play saxophone because Bill Clinton is now their hero. And I think it's healthy for the country.
The ultimate question, though, is Bill Clinton's playing healthy for the future of the saxophone?
As a president, you could not imagine a better sax player. As a sax player, I think he makes a good president, too. It's kind of one of those things.
I think he should spend more time practicing, but I think he plays okay.
Dave Koz tells us he perfected his technique by listening to lots of different sax players, and he suggests that President Clinton get that new Dave Koz record. It's called Lucky Man. It'll be out in June.
In fact, get a whole bunch of them and pass them out at the White House.
Sure.
Coming up, the Marlins are on a roll, crushing the Reds on their own turf. Sports is next.
Walt Disney Pictures and Amblin Entertainment present the movie critics are calling a wondrous film for the whole family to treasure, A Far Off Place.
Nearest town's across that. Yeah.
It's an epic adventure of action and suspense.
We're never gonna make it.
Exciting, absorbing, and stunningly beautiful.
Hold on!
A spellbinding and glorious adventure that will make you cheer.
It's America.
Don't miss the movie critics are hailing as one of the best Disney live-action films in years. A Far Off Place, rated PG. Starts Friday, March 12th.
Denny's asked America what they wanted for breakfast.
Ooh, I love buttermilk pancakes.
Couple of eggs? Scrambled?
No, sunny side up.
No, scrambled.
With country sausage.
And bacon extra crispy.
Okay,
sausage, and bacon.
And I want it for $4. No, $3.
And you do all that, you got a deal.
The Grand Slam is a great deal at Lenny's.
Denny's.
America, our world-famous Grand Slam breakfast is just $2.99, only at Denny's.
Now, is that too much to ask?
Let us make your home all it can be. The Home Show. All the latest in home furnishings to see. The Home Show.
It's the Fort Lauderdale Home Show, March 12th through 15th at the Broward County Convention Center. Thousands of home improvement products, appliances, electronics, furnishings, and accessories. Win Delta Airlines trip to London. Delta, we love to fly, and it shows. Meet South Florida's celebrity sports stars. Opens this Friday. It's hot. It's exciting.
The Home Show.
My wife bets me that I can't go into Builder's Square Garden Shop and get only what I need. Ha! Pruning shears. That's all I need are pruning shears. I don't need seed, fertilizer, hoses, sprinklers. I'm not the least bit interested in the yard tools. Even this weed terminator doesn't faze me. Look at these prices. So, I owe the wife $1. Builder's Square, the warehouse with everything for your house and your garden.
I'm Jim Barry, 730 Sports, Weston. This is Tiger Woods making a birdie in round one of the Honda Classic at Weston Hills, but he couldn't keep pace with David Jackson. The ex-Gator had the round of his life, shooting a 7-under round, 65. But even that wasn't good enough to keep up with first-round leader Freddie Couples, who was brilliant. An 8-under round of 64 puts him atop the leader board. Plant City, Mayday, Mayday, look out! Man, that's smart. Marlins and the Reds playing some exhibition ball, and Orestes Destrada hits one a long way off the 1776 sign, knocking home a run. Fifth inning now, Ramon Martinez slaps it through the box. 3 more Marlin runs chug home as they handle the Reds this afternoon, 7-1. Marlins looking good in spring training so far. And in Tallahassee, the Miami High Stingarees taking the court against Oviedo in a State 4A semifinal. The Lions off to the races early. Nice scoop shot there. But back come the Stingarees. It was close until Edmund Farquharson went down the baseline. And next up, Navarez Paul, hair shaggy and all, gets the roll. Miami High rolls into the State 4A championship game Saturday night. I'm Jim Barry, 730 Sports.
And that wraps up 7:30.
She'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in a week. Good night.
Rub it in.
Sorry.
Rub it in, why don't you?